Hello guys, welcome to February. Today is 2/2/2022. AKA if you're watching this tomorrow, it means I filmed this yesterday. As you guys know, I skipped an upload last week because I caught COVID and I still technically have it. Oh. You need me to help you? You want to do it? Oh, there's scissors. Oh! You flicked it all the way over there. Yeah, I got it. Here, I gotta get that piece. That flew over here. It's over here because you flicked it there. Okay, so we have one cookie. How many cookies do you want?
5.
5? Okay, so we have a blue.
7.
7? That's too many.
Yeah, 7.
7?
Yeah.
You want to show what you made? Yeah. Roll it. She's gonna be a photographer. That's what she's gonna be. You take cheese.
Cookie.
Cookie.
And she was the first person to ever have a New York Fashion Week show.
Is herself, and she doesn't feel the need to tone herself down for anybody, and I love it. And she just dyed her hair purple and she looks so good. But anyway,
we got COVID.
no, don't say it like that. Okay, let's give some updates. This morning I was notified by Christopher that he
Like, put my government out there like that.
tested positive. He walks out of the bathroom and he goes, babe.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, so I'm assuming that I have it. For normal reasons, that I would have something if someone else was in close contact with you. So yeah, so I can't babysit for the rest of the week, and we're quarantining. Casually have my McDonald's and have a movie day, but this vlog is officially screwed.
No, it's not. Y'all just gonna get this full week of quarantine.
Today is Wednesday, and I tested positive again on Sunday after testing positive last week on Tuesday. So I'm going to go get another rapid test today to see if I have it. I hope I test negative because I have so many fun things that I want to do this week. And I also need to work, and I haven't been able to babysit because I've been sick and stuck at home. So if you guys can't tell, this is also my other camera. My poor Canon G7X is breaking. Yeah, so this camera is basically KO, so I can't really use it anymore, but it's so nice to take around everywhere because it's so small. I'm hungry for some breakfast, so let's go make a smoothie and some eggs or something. It is! Do you want eggs? Really nice. You're in the camera.
Nah, I'm aware.
Oh. Say hey guys.
What's up?
Oh my god. I just walked to go get the test, and I'm officially COVID negative, so I can leave my house. All right, guys, let's talk about all things moving to LA. A lot of you guys I know are planning on moving to LA at some point in your near future, so here I am to give you guys some tips. For number one, we are starting with kind of one that everyone needs to know, but it's about money, financial stuff. Save as much money as you can before moving out to the city because it is extremely expensive. You're not going to want to move here with little to nothing in your bank account and scrambling for your first couple of months while you're here. It is recommended to save at least $10,000 just so that you're not having to stress for the first couple of months, because when it comes to moving expenses, you're probably going to ship your car and all of the little nitty-gritty things that you're paying for your first couple of months while here. It adds up so quickly. I don't think you guys understand. So $10,000 is like the key amount, but you can do it with less. Like, I've heard people move here with $5,000, even $3,000. It definitely depends on how you finance and budget your money and how you keep your sanity when it comes to moving, but I know that for me, having a good cushion was very important before moving here. The next tip for moving here is definitely about jobs. Have some kind of job lined up before you get here, preferably. If you can't find a job before you get here, no worries. Especially if you guys are actors, you're probably not going to be working in 9 to 5. So definitely find a flexible job such as waitressing, babysitting, personal assisting, anything remote that you can do on your laptop. Finding a flexible job is definitely imperative so that you're able to put all of your time and energy into last minute auditions and anything else that deals with the acting side. You can even possibly get your job transferred. I know if you work in like retail or something like that and you want to transfer your job out to California, you can see if there are positions available at your local clothing store and they might have a position open for you, so you never know. But having a job lined up or even interviews will definitely make you feel so much more at ease mentally. Also, another big tip, please factor in your commute time from your work to your home. If you live in Hollywood and you get a job in Santa Monica, that's really counterproductive and you're going to be spending hours and hours in traffic not doing anything. Yes, it's feasible. My friend Edwin, not to throw him under the bus, but he lives a couple of minutes near me, but he works in Disneyland and that's like an hour 30 minutes away with traffic, but he loves his job and he loves to work there, so that's a different circumstance. But if you're just like finding a random job that you don't really like that's all the way across town, you're going to hate it, so don't do that to yourself. Along with the end of the last tip, definitely research the area that you're trying to move to before moving here. Especially if you're moving across the country, you're going to want to know what your area looks like before just committing and making a decision to be in one place for like 12 to 18 months. So I highly suggest that if you can't make the trip out here to look at everything yourself, have a friend, find someone that lives in LA that can go in person for you to go check out an area, to go check out an apartment, anything that helps you actually get a visual representation of what it's going to be like. Because sometimes on Zillow or apartments.com or whatever, things aren't what they seem and you're going to want to commit to a place that you're going to love, especially if you're already putting all of the time, money, and energy into moving. Don't just move here without checking out the place that you're going to live in. There are tons of great neighborhoods in LA. There are some that are cheaper than others, but I will say that if you're moving out here, you're already making the big decision to move out here. Pick a place that is safe. Even if you're spending a little bit more than you thought that you would, find a place that's going to be safe. And along all of the moving stuff, definitely if you're finding roommates, I would highly recommend facebook.com because there are tons of groups on there of people that are moving or thinking about moving. People are on there constantly listing the time frame that they're about to move, their hobbies, their values, their morals, how they like to keep their space, and you can literally filter through and probably find someone that you'd like to room with. That, as well as once you move here, Facebook Marketplace saved my life. I furnished my entire apartment for under $1,500 through Facebook Marketplace. Especially in a market like LA or New York City, people are constantly letting go of things for way cheaper just to get them off of their hands, and it's really good quality pieces. 9 times out of 10, you can also negotiate down a lower price to get something that you want. So that is one way to definitely save money. Instead of buying everything new from a furniture store, go on Facebook Marketplace. It will save your life. Next thing you need to know about LA is the weather. I am outside for this clip because it feels so good 24/7. That is one thing about LA that not many people know, is that it's literally perfect weather year round. I think one big misconception is that it doesn't get cold here, but it gets cold here at night, and I'm not talking like 32 degrees, but it does get chilly. So don't just bring all summer clothes and neglect your, jackets and sweaters and whatnot. You guys always ask so much about making friends here in LA. Do not be afraid to reach out to people. And I also know that a lot of you guys are aspiring actors, content creators, creatives in the industry. Send a DM, reach out to someone. someone, network, send a message, send an email, send anything, because at this point, you have nothing to lose. A no should also never be a sign to you that you're not cool enough. It should also not be a sign to you that they don't want to hang out with you. Maybe they were just trying to protect their energy, because LA is a vampire sucking city sometimes, and sometimes you need to conserve your energy. I pick and choose the people that I reach out to, and it's up to them if they want to reach back out and hang out with me, and it's as simple as that. So don't take it too seriously. This whole game of life is literally not serious at all. 90% of my friends are people that I've met from the internet, whether if that was from YouTube or TikTok. I will just say be safe on the internet. You guys don't need to hear that, but just something that I should say. I also recommend to follow LA influencers that you are inspired by. I'm not talking about like just random TikTokers. Maybe they're a sustainable content creator and you're really into thrifting. Follow foodie accounts so that you know new spaces to go to and new places to try whenever you have free time. There are so many cool people here in LA. I think that the whole influencer culture has made LA a little bit unappealing on that sense, but those are just a very small amount of influencers slash creators. On the other side of that, there are so many cool people here, and I guarantee that you will find a group of friends. It just takes time. But yes, overall, don't be shy. Just send a DM. If you find someone that's super, super cool, reach out. Hey, I live in LA. You live in LA? Let's go get some coffee. And it's as simple as that. That's how you make friends. Hey guys, it's later in the night, but I'm actually going out with one of my internet friends. Her name is Jada, but we're gonna get ramen and beignets, aka where I take everybody. But while I'm in the car, I wanted to talk about my other tips for LA, and it's the driving thing. You guys know that I highly advocate for you to have a car if you live in LA. It's basically a non-negotiable. You have to have one. If you have a car, have car insurance, and also take care of your car. LA is a very stop and go place. People don't really know until you move here, but there's pothole central and like nothing's fixed on the roads. Also, traffic is as bad as they say it is. So be prepared to be in hour-long traffic. Try not to drive during times of rush hour, which is usually in the morning from like 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and like 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Yeah, it's crazy because the place I'm supposed to be going to right now is usually like 8 minutes away, but earlier when I checked at like 4 p.m., it said that it was going to take 30 minutes to get there, which is ridiculous. It'll take you 30 minutes to get 2 miles sometimes, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. Also, another tip, I'm just thinking of things off the top of my head because we're being spontaneous, but try to know your way around. Like, try not to have directions everywhere you go and try to actually familiarize yourself with the places that you're driving to, because you're in a new city. Don't just rely on Google Maps to take you anywhere, because if your phone dies one day and you are stuck and stranded, you better know kind of how to get home. Be a good driver, that's it. If you have driving anxiety, LA might not be the place for you. Seriously, I'm not even kidding when I say that, because you're going to have to drive a lot, and the drivers here are somewhat reckless. Once you start familiarizing yourself with locations in LA, you don't really want to live in like Hollywood or West Hollywood anymore. And granted, I live in Hollywood, but like I lived there because that was the one place that I found so fast, and then also it was a place that I felt safe in, secure in. But I've learned to like the burbs. This isn't really the burbs, but it's kind of the burbs, depending on where you're at in Studio City. But I really love Studio City. I love Burbank. I love other towns. Okay, I just parked at ramen, but I just remembered my tip that I was about to forget to tell you guys. Parking signs, my love. Parking signs. I don't want to say this because I low-key don't want to jinx myself, but I have lived in LA for almost a year now, and I still haven't gotten a singular parking ticket. And guys, that is unheard of. In LA, you rack up parking tickets like you rack up like matcha green smoothies. Like literally, you will get a parking ticket at some point. I haven't, and I'm grateful for it, and I'm very careful with parking signs. But like, for example, we're gonna look at this parking sign right here. It's green. It says 2-hour parking, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., which means that's when you can park here. But it says 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Mondays, they have street sweeping, so your car better not be here, because sometimes you'll park somewhere and there's parking signs, there's like 4 of them, and you have to read every single one. But yes, that's how LA is. But I will always walk. Like if it's a neighborhood, like for example, right now we're in Studio City, you can most likely find parking in the neighborhood. Just make sure you're not parking in front of someone's like driveway or like something like that, but you should be good in neighborhoods. That, or find meter parking. You do not ever want to pay like $15 in like a car park, like a car lot or something like that. I think parking is the stupidest thing to spend your money on, but even stupider, parking tickets. So just don't get a parking ticket and you'll be fine. Look at the beautiful, the infamous, oh my goodness, she looks so good.
Jada with the eye.
Oh my god, no, seriously, she looks good. Your makeup is snatched.
Thank
looks so good.
you.
Hi. It's so good. Hello guys, I had the best night meeting Jada. It's always so fun to meet internet friends. It's the best freaking thing ever. I'm gonna edit this video so that you guys can see it tomorrow, which is fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys and I will see you guys next week. Bye.